Okay. Hopefully I don't suck at this quite as badly as I did at Lords of the Fallen last week. The problem is I've still just been playing nothing but Balatro. But I feel like that's really boring to play on stream. Even more so than Magic the Gathering, which is already not that interesting to most people. So, all right, we'll try. Hopefully it comes back to me like riding a bike. I haven't played this in like 2.5 weeks or something. It's not quite as long as Lords of the Fallen. Oops. Okay. I definitely don't remember how to play this. That's okay, it'll come back to me. I have a bad feeling about this. Paranormal. This guy's gonna be hard, isn't he? I haven't fought him yet. I quit. Last time I made it to that shrine and then I quit. Attack. Square. Wise voice. Why I thought same thing happened. What is happening? Oh, shit. Definitely gonna have a second phase. It's too easy. Oh, I stand corrected. All right. Piece of piss. Wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad. 2 tries. Should have seen how many tries it took me to beat the tiger, dude. It took me like 12 tries.
Shift Demeanor sent $10 on Rumble. Hey LP. Watching the debate. So far you seem very prudent with your words. That tattooed freak also seemed to like you. And you're looking good, bro. No homo.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I just, you know, I just didn't want to like force my way. Like, basically I just let the guy talk, and he talked a lot. And, obviously the comments I've seen are like very not favorable to me, but it's like, what do you expect? It's a bunch of black people, you know? They're actually like, the comments are harsher towards Adam. That's the comments about Brandon like destroying me. I expected that, just knowing who the audience was. And also understand, like, he kind of did like some slick tricks that the kind of stuff that works on stupid people, where you're like, oh, you didn't even know that Ethiopia's on like the west side or the east side of Africa, or what, you know what I mean? Shit like that, where people are like, oh, he was wrong, he got destroyed, but it actually isn't relevant to the argument about how a place that wasn't colonized is still a shithole. So I knew it was going to be like that. But what I didn't expect was that they would all be shitting on Adam 22 and calling it a 2v1 and shit like that. The reason Adam kept kind of like interjecting to argue with Brandon was because Brandon was spewing just non-stop bullshit that wasn't true. But also, like, he was just talking non-stop. and repeating himself a lot. So it's funny how virtually none of the comments are like, gee, it would have been cool if Brandon let the other guy talk. There's almost no comments like that. But half the comments are like, why is this a 2v1 where Adam22 is on the racist dude's side? And it's like, well, the reason you're asking that question is because you're too stupid to see that he did 80% of the talk time. But anyway, I'm going to be watching it on the show tomorrow. I had a couple funny moments in there, which is really... That's about as good as you can do in that kind of situation, because you're not going to win all the black people over. I did think the title was funny. The title is like Black Conservative versus White Racist. And it's just funny because in the conversation, the Brandon guy said he was pro-segregation, that he wanted to repeal the Civil Rights Act, and that he wanted all black people to go back to Africa, which is like, those are all my positions too. Like, I agree with all of that, which I joked about every time he said something like that. But I guess if you're black and you think those things, you get to be a conservative, but if you're white, it makes you a racist. Yeah, the obscure yeah, there was some weird, I can't remember what it was, but he was like tested me on some piece of trivia that I didn't know about history, and I was like, when it happened, I was like, oh god, the fucking low IQs are gonna love that one. That kind of shit goes so hard if you're low IQ. Yeah, the Neil deGrasse Tyson thing, yeah. And that's another pattern in the comments, is people saying that I'm laughing because I'm nervous and uncomfortable and getting cooked. Genuinely, it was genuinely hilarious to me just listening to that guy be wrong about everything, cope, deflect, blame everything on white people, and have just some of the worst arguments. To the point where, like, by the end, I was like, wait, I want to ask Brandon. Like, I wanted to hear more. Like, when there's a part where I'm like, I got to ask this guy why black fathers don't stick around. Like, I just wanted to hear his explanations for stuff because it was so fucking funny to me by the end. BAP is confirmed. Yeah, it's funny. The BAP thing is funny because all of his, like, kind of orbiters had to go from denying that he was Jewish to then he, like, posted his 20, like, he posted his 23andMe showing everybody that he's, I think, 48% Ashkenazi Jew. And so then they all had to, like, immediately pivot to, like, Jews are cool, actually. Fuck me. These guys are tough. Jeez. Froze me. Hello, IQ Matt. I've seen the IQ maps. I'm familiar, but thank you. Oh. The town he grew up in is heavily Jewish. Juten instead of Newton. Where is Newton? Where is that? I don't really know all that much about his deep lore. I know he like went to, was it Harvard? He went to some Ivy League school with Barry Weiss as a classmate, and he wrote in the newspaper with Barry Weiss. Candace Owens interview with Harvey Weinstein. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really like doing that long form content on the Cope. I'm gonna do it for my no jumper debate because I want to review it. I haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? So it's like I want to watch it anyway. So I may as well watch it on stream and get some of my thoughts out about it. But in general, I try to avoid like watching hour-plus long videos. There's another guy who wants me to watch the Louis Theroux Settlers documentary that came out. Yeah, clips. Yeah, I'll hit clips. That's what I always do. Yeah, if you know, when the clips go up on Twitter or whatever. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, what is she doing? How did she suddenly pivot to let's rehabilitate Harvey Weinstein and turn him into a victim of Me Too? That's fucking crazy, man. What the fuck? Yeah, it's gonna be a long show because it's like a 2-hour podcast that I'm gonna be talking about. So it's gonna be a long show tomorrow. Die, bitch! Oh no. Don't get stunned, those dudes. Yeah, no, I'll watch the whole thing tomorrow unless I somehow run out of time. I do have a lot to say about it. I have a lot of like, mostly just critiques of my own performance, which I'm already like know a lot of the critiques because I thought about it so hard after the debate. That's kind of why I want to do it. I just think it's a good exercise to like do a post-mortem and think about questions that could have been answered in a better way and stuff like that. That's how you improve, right? Yeah, it is free. They did unlock it. But yeah, Allison watched it today. And then when I saw her, I said, "So what did you think?" And like the first thing she said was, I was sad you hardly got to talk at all. So there's going to be, I think, a pretty different reaction from my fans versus the No Jumper audience. That's to be expected. I'm actually kind of like I'm happy with the comments that I've seen. Basically, I think it went more or less as good as it could have. Like, obviously, I could have done better in certain things, and I could have. There's definitely a couple things that I let him get away with that I regret. You know, I let him get away with like 100 things. There's a couple that I regret.
Lost winds and an old friend. I couldn't be happier. Join me. Snow is the best soil for poetry.
Well, what I need chat to do is go put some comments on the no jumper video. Shit. This game, dog. I'm way better at this shit than Lords of the Fallen. What's up, Gabber? Yeah. Yeah, I need you guys to raid the comment section and go, not like glaze me, but just talk about, point out some of the lies that he said during the debate. It'll be easier to do that once I review it, because I'll go through the lies too, when I actually have a chance to talk.
Dark-furred, devious-natured, hunting that Gwai is no simple task. You do have some skills, but this land bites with cold. Lack of readiness could be your undoing. Our reunion is destined. And so is my role to teach you this little trick. I am extraordinary, as is my flame. It shall help you in need, be it injury, weariness, or frostbite. Beast or Yaogwais, none shall dare to draw nigh.
Yeah, if you want to watch the Cope review, then there's no point watching it yourself. It's not that interesting to watch it twice, really. What just happened? Did I get a power up? I feel like I missed a lot because I didn't really explore. See, it looks like here. Looks like here I missed a path. Guess it's just the one, maybe.
Shift Demeanor sent $5 on Rumble. TBHLP. He baited with bullshit and it looked, face value, like it stumped you and you responded temperamentally. That's the only time you could have looked bad to normies.
What was the bullshit? rebunked right-wing propaganda. You mentioned about rebunked right-wing prop. Oh, yeah, right. There's a long list. Okay, yeah, got you. Yeah, right. Things that people on the right believe that are bullshit. I'm sure there is. I just couldn't think of any on the spot. I know I've thought about that before, and I've come up with a few. I haven't even found a fucking rest temple yet, dog. Since my last boss fight. The history stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember early on being like, fuck, I'm going to look bad. But I can't remember specifically what it was. There was some weird stuff, too. He's like, you know, the blue guys in England, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And afterwards, I was like, is he talking about the Celts? Is that what he meant? Like,
why so stubborn?
Because he watched Braveheart?
You could melt into blood and pus.
Darling!
Yeah, it would be cool if I knew every single thing there is to know about history.
Such humor, Admiral. Let go of your stubbornness and I could request Master to set you free. Then I'd be open to joining you.
Oh, I don't deserve you. That old bastard has really made good use of Wukong's relic. Even you, a celestial courtier, bend to his will. Yet my ears tell me that the Destined One has stopped the money wheel. Pity. Reckon it won't be your master who unlocks these metals eventually.
The difference between me and somebody like Brandon is if I don't know something, I'll say I don't know. And then people, like low IQ people watching that are gonna be like, oh, he doesn't know, he got wrecked. Brandon said like 100 things that were just factually incorrect. The problem is he would say them, and then he would ramble on and gish galop and say like 18 more things. And it was just impossible to go through and correct them, especially when he would, as soon as I said like half a sentence, he would start talking again. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
You've roused Turtle, General. How could you know he's here below?
Turtle? Snake? Who cares? I caught a whiff of monkey stench familiar enough for me to sound my welcome.
But yeah, the Ethiopia one is the one I was thinking of because it's like, oh, I didn't know Ethiopia was one of the places that wasn't colonized. Yeah, he did gish galloping. That's exactly what he did. But it was like a very like strategic kind where he would throw a bullshit. I'm literally in a boss fight and I haven't even healed. He would throw like a bullshit thing that was really good for his argument. You know what I mean? Like he would be like, oh, black people didn't used to commit crime before the Civil Rights Act. He'd say something like that. And then he would ramble for like 10 minutes and say like 3 other things that were total bullshit. And also simultaneously make like some arguments, right? And so it was like, I had to pick. I had to like really pick and choose which thing I was going to react to because he got to talk so much more than I did.
To your tremor towards sundown. Cast it forward, bolts! As stubborn as a stone, my word. Now that my persuasion's failed, you'll go back to the pagoda and be remade. The clouds will surge and shiver with thunder.
Game. I beat 2 bosses back to back first try without even healing in between.
Still though, you'll never crack the gold symbol.
Do I know how they found that dude? He's done stuff with them before. And what's funny is like nobody liked him. Like everybody on his other videos where he has appearances, they would complain about him. But now they like him because he's doing all this like black supremacist shit. And I haven't played this shit in like 2 weeks. Yeah, that was clutch. I was 1 hit away from dying. That was very clutch. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're mostly black. And even the white people who watch that are spiritually black. You know what I'm saying? like those are the biggest wiggers you're ever gonna meet.
What took you so long? Constipation? I was nearly cooked alive in there.
It's black people and a few white guys who wish they were black.
Move it. Blasted eyesore. Wasn't even worth my second glance back in the court. That same look again. A furry coat and a pinched face. Luck's all you've got. Great, another mute. Whatever. Let's not dally. Now the turtle and I have shared a few tales. That yellow brow is not like her foes. That old monkey from Mount Quagro asked me to back you up here to see his ugly tricks. He told me that once we gathered all 6 relics, we could bring Wukong back. Let's say I buy it for now. I'll go and catch up with him first. You take a look around.
Bro, can a nigga heal? She staggered him. Dude, what's not to love about segregation? Like,
For what deed must his head be hung for?
like you know, Andrew Wilson does not want to live on a block that's half black people, given the choice. You know what I'm saying? I wish this, I wish the fast travel system was better in this game. I think I'm gonna end the stream soon too. I just barely saw my kids today. Gonna go hang out with them a little bit before bedtime. Nightfire rises. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night too. We got 3 boss fights in. Pretty good for a little short. However long, what has this been? 40 minutes? 3 bosses in 40 minutes. Downed. Alright. You guys.